stop the sunshine.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the terrific Taurus August Horoscope. Now, it's a bit of a quieter month, and that's a good thing after everything we've been through these last few months. However, one thing we should note is that we've still got this ongoing Saturn squaring Taurus aspect. And there's a couple of T-squares in your chart that I will talk about when we come to your horoscope in depth. Okay, but some really favourable energies as well. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's go to the board, and this is your horoscope. And what I like to do is draw two tarot cards because they often work in with the horoscope really well. So you can think of the first one as the first half of the month if you wish, and the second one as the second half of the month. Okay, so closing my eyes now, what do I see? Some trees. They're a bit odd. It's like they have light around each one from the base shining up into the tree. So the tree can be you or your family members. And the light, that means the focus is on you, the spotlight is on you or your family. Now, you will see there is a bit going on here in the house of home and family, and the sun is in that house as well. So I'll talk about that in a moment. The card that comes up is the Three of Wands. This sometimes does involve family members, and it's like there's a group project or something you have to do together, a group goal. But because there's three different people here that are unique individuals, as we all are, sometimes people get very passionate about their beliefs. So there can be some arguments or disagreements. But do know that those things won't actually take away from the end result. So there's going to be success in the end. It will just have to get past this passion and this fiery heat that's likely to go on. Okay, everybody's motivated to achieve what they need to achieve. Sometimes it happens at work as well, where you have a group of people very passionate about what they believe in. That's what Wands is, you see, very fiery, go ahead and achieve. Okay, but you don't always see eye to eye. Okay, so that's fine. That's the first half. Second half of the month, let's see what comes out. I'm going to go with that one there. I already pre-shuffled the cards. Okay, so closing my eyes, what do I see? Doors opening in front of me. Doors are always like opportunities, new direction, that sort of thing. 3 steps, couple of action steps to be taken to put you on your path. There's like a path here in the sky. At 3 steps up, and then I'm in the sky and walking along this path. So there could be a new direction in your life that you could pick up with just a bit of effort, but not a huge effort, and that'll set you on a new path, a new cycle or something like that. The card that comes up is the Queen of Wands, again about passion, and here the sun, flowers, representing the sun, and so that is about insight, awareness, the spark of light. You'll notice here with the sun you have like a circle with a dot. The dot is the spark of life, giving an idea life, and the circle is the circle of completion, doing something until you reach the very end. And you'll notice here the sunflowers are sort of the same, the circle with the dot in the middle. And so the Queen of Wands is somebody who is very determined. She achieves her goals on a physical level. She's seated here on a wooden throne with her feet on the ground. So she's quite practical, even though she is very passionate. She listens to her instincts, which are represented here by the Bengal cat or the wild cat. Bengals actually come from wildcats. I've just forgotten the name of the wildcat they come from. But it's all about being very instinctual, not so much thinking about things but listening to your instincts. Of course, you need to have everything in balance. She's got a crown here with a lot of new buds coming. So, and there's some green in the background as well, which is good for making money. So this is someone very accomplished, and this can be you or somebody like that coming into your life. Maybe even somebody who's like a teacher who's very, very passionate about what they do, but it's a very highly favourable card. Okay, so they're the cards. Now, we're going to go into your in-depth horoscope. Now, do bear those in mind because they'll probably come up as we talk. And stick around to the end. I'll do a psychic channeling at the end. I'll just make this a little bit bigger for you so you can see, hopefully. Alrighty. Okay, so if you see these triangles here, these are the T-squares. A T-square is two squares and an opposition. Okay, so we've got Uranus here in your first house. This is to do with your core beliefs, who you are, what you want to do in your life, the direction of your life. And that's what's happening, is you're going to tweak your direction this month. And because of that, and it's in Taurus, okay, Uranus in Taurus, so it's going to affect all sorts of physical things, including your physicality, your body, and your money supply, because that will be the next house coming up. And so this is going to have real physical effects. And here it's making a square here to Saturn, which is in Aquarius. Saturn doesn't like the same things that Taurus likes. Okay, Saturn likes caution, conservatism, likes to go slow. Uranus likes to do things like a bolt of lightning out of the blue, really quickly and unexpectedly. Saturn wants to plan everything. And in Aquarius, it's probably thinking a lot about things in the mental realms. So you've got to blend these energies together. With Aquarius, of course, technology could be involved, and especially in your work. And the 10th house here can also be about the parent, but most often work, but it's not your normal everyday work. It's your vocation, your heart's desire, where you feel very passionate at work. Okay, so remember this card here, disagreements because of the heat of the passion about what you believe. And here in the 10th house, so it's relating to the 10th house. This card could relate to the 10th house. Then with these T-squares, we've got the sun over here, and what is it? It's 10 degrees. They're both 10 degrees. Okay, so they're very conjunct. 10 degrees 12 minutes, 10 degrees 58 minutes. They're very close. So they're very my cat's crying. My Bengal cat's crying in the background. So your communications could be very highly passionate, but there's also some warmth and some insight in your communications, which are opposite Saturn here. And so these are having a ding-dong battle. The thing about squares, you can work them out, okay? So you're struggling towards a new manifestation, which is possible. Oppositions are much more difficult because it takes time to resolve. But because it's the sun and the Mercury, they travel fast, you know, so they're going to come out of there, and then this will be relieved, okay, somewhat. And it's also going to be relieved because on the 18th, Uranus goes retrograde. So it's going to start appear like it's going backwards in the sky at night. And so there is some sort of easing of restrictions, and things are looking up, especially towards the end of the month, okay? And that's where we have this card, the Queen of Wands. So where there may have been some disagreement at the start of the month, towards the end of the month, then things are looking far more positive and you're getting stuff done, okay? And you're feeling really passionate and getting on track about what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Okay, so 31st of July to the 3rd, Mars conjuncts Mars. So you might be feeling like you want to make a fresh start in your life. You want to take the initiative and strike out on your own. And you're likely to be feeling a little bit more energetic, have more willpower, and more courage to try new things. So it's a great time to channel your abundant energy into decisive action or vigorous work. Do watch for irritability at this time, and also be careful with your physical body. Because this is to do with physicality, sometimes it's like a transition where, perhaps you're not sure where your physical body is in space. Okay, that's called proprioception. And you might think you're opening a door and closing a door, and you might think that you've got your hand on the door and out of the way, but you've got your fingers in the fingers in the door. I've done this so many times because I wasn't present enough, because I was in my head thinking about all the things I had to do. I got my fingers jammed in the door. Okay, these are the sorts of things that could happen. So it's really important that you be aware of where your body is in physical space. Okay. So 29th of July to the 14th of August, Jupiter squares the Moon. And this is a great time for you to have a family get-together or entertain at home, where it's sort of more private, and perhaps you might also want some additional solitude. But your disposition is likely to be very cheerful and outgoing and warm, and you could have a wonderful time sharing feelings with other people that are close to you. It's a great time where you can break down a communication barrier, or if there's been like a bit of a distance or a gap with this person, maybe you can resolve that so you're a bit closer. If you feel lonely or you wish you had more friends, it's an excellent time to meet new people, but yeah, do also make sure that you get enough privacy and enough time alone to think about things. If you want to attend a meeting or a social event, it's a great time for that. Expanding your circle of friends, and break out of some old habits and things that are keeping you caught in a rut. Okay, it's a great time for that. So go out, have a good time. It really is time to, reassess your life. If you're looking at your diet because, you want to lose some weight or something like that, you have to be a bit easy on yourself. Strict diets probably don't work that well with Jupiter, especially at the moment. Okay, so try and balance that up. Have a good time, enjoy yourself, but it's not the time for a strict diet perhaps. 9th of August, Moon in your 5th house, so it's a great time to come out of your shell. This is the new moon, so time to plant seeds for meeting new people, expressing your desires and your feelings, and displaying your feelings for other people. Your playful, fun-loving and dramatic side is accentuated. Okay, you could also enjoy sports games, entertainment and other creative activities, because here it is in your 5th house here, and this is very close to the world of the inner child, so you may have more to do with children as well. There is a lot of activity going on there, so if you can get out and have some fun, you'll be well blessed. 11th of August to the 29th of August, Mercury in your 5th house there as well, just there. And so entertainments, amusements, things that, you play around with in your mind that are mentally challenging, such as chess or crosswords, might have a strong appeal to you. You may enjoy dramatic presentations, the theatre, creative writing, and you may be inspired creatively for future projects. Okay, 14th of August to the 10th of September, Venus moves into your 6th house here, and you're likely to have a cooperative and receptive attitude which promotes harmonious relationships, especially with your co-workers in your everyday life. What you do on a daily basis, whether you work or not. You could be a peacemaker or perhaps even a matchmaker with, people around you. And the The only sort of possible downside to this is you may feel a bit lazy, not feel like working, but it is a great time to go on a break, go and have a mini vacay if you can. Of course, depending what country you're in and the COVID restrictions and all of that. Okay. So 18th of August to the 21st of August, Mars conjuncts Venus. This brings strong sexual feelings and romantic passions. Okay, so you might feel quite compelled to meet somebody new or to deepen an existing love relationship. If you're not currently in a relationship, you may be bolder than usual, and possibly make the first move towards someone you're attracted to. And if you don't feel like that, at the very least, your creative fires are likely to be stoked, and so you might find your creative expression is favoured now, more so than usual. 20th of August to the 23rd, Mars trines Uranus, gives you more physical courage and a strong sense of adventure. So this could be a very interesting time. You want to do something innovative, daring, unusual, liberating, exciting and challenging. You are inclined to act on some of your wilder impulses, and you may crave some sort of new stimulation. If you have an inventive streak, you could make a startling discovery or breakthrough now, which is fabulous. 23rd of August sees the full moon in your 11th house here of friends and groups. And so you may feel the need for community or fellowship, emotional contact with other people, especially those people that are on the same page as you. You want to deepen the closeness between yourself and other people, and that works out quite favourably. You might find yourself more interested in cultural events or participating in group activities. Maybe you become involved in politics or something cultural in your area. 21st of August that was the full moon, by the way. If I didn't say full moon, it's the full moon. 21st of August to the 22nd of September, Sun moves into your 5th house here, okay, adding even more energy to all of this creativity going on, and you're likely to be feeling very energized, perhaps, emotional in a positive sense. You want to express yourself more freely, playfully and spontaneously, and you'll probably take more chances than usual. The dramatic and performing arts may appeal, sports and games, romance, the world of the child, entertainment. These are all things you may be more strongly interested in. 29th of August to the 5th of November, Mercury moves into your 6th house here, your everyday habits, your work, your health and well-being. You could be communicating about these things. You could be thinking and reading about these things. Perhaps you want to improve your work in some way. You could learn some new techniques. There could be discussions with co-workers. Employers and employees are likely to be fruitful. But beneficial changes are likely to result. Okay, so it's probably going to work out pretty well. If you do have any health issues, you may talk about these, and that could be helpful. Okay, you might find a helpful person come to you with some new ideas about how you can improve your health and well-being. Okay, so that's your horoscope, and now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you, terrific Taurus, for the month of August 2021. Oh, wow. Okay, Taurus, you love physical things, okay, and you love luxury and have a beautiful home and have nice things around, and you generally work hard and you're organised and you get stuff done. However, the spiritual side of life, I think you probably know it exists, but sometimes it feels like you're disconnected from that part of life. And what I'm getting here is a very strong opening of the third eye. And it could be that you're going to another level spiritually, because this is absolutely throbbing, trying to open up even wider. And so Venus, who is your ruling planet, she is interested in all sorts of things like beauty and luxury, yes, certainly. But yeah, there's also this thing of peacefulness and harmony and getting along with people. And this is another form of communication here, and I just feel like you're going to a new level spiritually, and you're spiritually going to be more connected with people, okay? This is the third eye is obviously about clairvoyance, okay? The ability to see things in spirit, and once you start utilizing that faculty, you won't go back, because there'll be so much new information available to you. So if you are interested in that sort of thing and you're having difficulties, just say to Spirit, I am willing to be open to a greater level of clairvoyance. Okay, it's something along those lines in your own words. This is also affecting, though, it's also affecting your thinking. Okay, how clearly you think, and I can feel radiation down here into the jaw and also my ears. So I've never really associated the third eye with ears, like with clairaudience, but yes, there is some association because I can feel it now. And even the throat. So when this opens up, a whole lot of new energy is going to come in that's going to basically affect your whole head and your whole life, and it's just beautiful. I see a lot of green leaves, and it's like a forest, a verdant forest of natural energy that will come to you. Okay, so this verdant forest, I'm looking at, it's like a life force. It's a new form of life force, or actually not new form, it's another form of life force that will make you feel much better. Okay, so really important to open up to that and allow that to happen. And yeah, don't be too concerned about it, because it's just natural. It's like your birthright to have it. Okay, everyone should have it. I'm looking in the sky, and there's all sorts of things come crashing down in front of me, and it's like spaceships or alien technologies or space like stations like the ISS or something like that. But they're all crashing down, but I feel like they've somehow been a hindrance to you in in your spirituality. It's like too much happening out there that was man-made, and not enough natural energy. So this is all a bit strange, a bit odd. This is not something I normally see. But anyway, just know it's working for your benefit, and you're becoming more grounded with Uranus there in Taurus in your first house, your sign. And your feet are on the ground, but there's also this spiritual side to you, and all of this spiritual energy coming in to be integrated into your physical body. Okay, all right. Anything else? You can put the umbrellas away, they're saying, because times of sadness or despondency are passing, and it's going to be a bright sunny day. Okay, so again, insight, awareness, comfort, stability are coming your way. Okay, so that's it, everyone. I hope you found that a bit interesting and a bit unusual. And if it was so, please give it a like, and also, if you're new, consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. All right, have a wonderful month, everyone, and I shall see everyone again soon. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.